Hello my lovely Aries, welcome to Aries Tarot. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. This is going to be a general love reading for my Aries and Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. As it is a general reading, it won't resonate fully with every single Aries out there, but I do hope that you find it useful, helpful, at least enjoyable. As always, I would say take what does resonate and leave what doesn't for somebody else. This is a timeless reading, so it's for whenever you come across it. You might find that this is a story that's already played out for you, or this could be future influence if you might want to save the video and come back to it later. And what else? If this is your first time trying me out, then a huge thank you. I really appreciate it. I know there's a lot of tarot readings on YouTube, so a huge welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, then a huge welcome as well from me. Thank you so much for all your support. And apologies for my voice today, and if I have to stop and get some water, I'm just coming out the tail end of being sick for a few days, so if I sound lovely and bunged up and a bit croaky, but hopefully you'll be alright. So, Aries, I am going to go straight into a spread for you today. We're going to be looking at the connection between you and the particular person who's coming through in this reading. This could be someone who's very much on your mind, that you're in touch with or not. It doesn't have, it doesn't matter. And it's just someone who's very strong in your energy at this time. Let me get my words out. So, get the top 8 cards for Aries, please. And of course, when I'm saying this is how you feel about them, Aries, this is how they feel about you. If it's resonating for you the other way around, just flip the roles, that's absolutely fine. Okay. All right. Wow. Oh, Aries. Okay. At the bottom of the deck is the Hanged Man. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So it seems like there's a kind of a situation that is currently in limbo for you. It hasn't been determined one way or another what is going to be the outcome of this situation. That it could be that there is a new beginning, opportunity for a new beginning with someone, but currently the situation, I'm kind of getting a sense of it, and the potential for something is being held back by lots of questions about the opportunity, and that is I'm kind of getting something being stopped in its tracks, and it's early tracks, early days. This could also be that there's been some sort of new work opportunity which is putting a spanner in the works in some way, like maybe someone has just got a new job offer but it requires travel or something like this. I get a sense of someone trying to understand if this new beginning is beneficial for everyone involved as well. Trying to see every angles of it. In the process though, it definitely seems to, already I was going to say with the first 4 cards on the spread, it feels very much the deciding about this opportunity is very connected to monetary concerns, in terms of, it could be family or a home that is really tied into a decision making about this. But it's all of this kind of indecision, but not indecision, maybe all of this just being kind of put on pause as such. That's more the feeling I'm getting, is causing someone to feel very rejected and unwanted. Getting someone is trying to have the courage to stand with their beliefs, like stand up for what they believe in. But there is some difficulty with that. Let's carry on. I'm not exactly sure what that was about, so I don't want to say things for the sake of it. Let's get the second layer for you, Aries. It's like someone doesn't, but it's like someone doesn't believe that they deserve this new beginning. Could be a subconscious factor. I mean, not necessarily that they are saying, oh, I don't deserve this, so I'm going to push it away. It just might be something that's playing out subconsciously, that someone doesn't feel like, this is everything that they could wish for, but they at the same time they don't feel like they deserve it. Top 8 cards for Aries again, please. Yeah, Ace of Cups. Wow. Flew out of the deck with the 2 of Cups at the bottom. Ace of Cups is already on the spread, and that's from the first layer, so that's 3 aces from that first deck. Okay, let's get this one. Interesting. Oops. Interesting. Aries. Yeah, the Ace of Swords is at the bottom of this deck. That is another ace? Is that... So we had the 8... There's probably more underneath here, I bet you. There's the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups from the first deck. We've already got the Ace of Swords from the second deck. Let's see. Oh, and the Ace of Cups flew out, didn't it? Ace of Swords with the 9 of Cups. Death. Yeah, but the Hanged Man is here as well. Okay, so it's like someone got very clear about that they wanted someone. That someone was there, wow, they are actually, I want to be with this person. They are my heart's desire. They are what I want. This is what I'm getting. It's like, okay, I'm clear. This is what I want. But then either something changed due to a communication, a message, which maybe made someone think about things differently. Maybe they started thinking more about themselves and more about their career, their own being in the spotlight. It could be like, it's almost giving me the sense of someone came across someone that they wanted to be with, and they were sure about that. But then it either like not a distraction, but like some sort of spark of interest drew their attention elsewhere and put this romance on complete pause. This like budding romance. I feel like it was something very new. Wow. So someone maybe experienced some sort of success, or like they got recognized, or in this, again, could have been in the spotlight, but kind of they got appreciated maybe in their field for what they do. This is like someone who received like a promotion or an accolade, or they got kind of acknowledged in some way that kind of pushed their momentum forward in their own interests, in their endeavors, kind of, what's the word, skyrocketed, but that could be a bit extreme, but it just kind of leveled them up and sent them forward on their journey in their own pursuits. That could be you or them, Aries, I'm not sure yet, but in the process they kind of left love behind. Yeah, it was like, ooh, I could earn a lot of money here, or there's opportunity here for my own success, career. You know, maybe this person, whoever this was experiencing this, might have come from kind of not very much in their background. Like they may not have had very much when they were younger, and they saw this as like, you know, pound signs in their eyes or dollar signs in their eyes, whichever. It's also something to do about property or a home. They could have inherited a home, like a house, and you know, there was a lot of happiness about that, but then there was also a lot of like responsibilities attached to that. Let's just see. Let me get the top 8 cards one more time for Aries, please, and then I will go through your spread when I've got the 3 layers out, Aries. So, what's come out this time? Chariot, okay. Now the Chariot is a very contradictory energy to the Hanged Man that I've seen a couple of times. The Chariot is like, right, I've got my destination planned in. I'm very sure, you know, you don't, unless you're going for a drive, you know, you don't get in your car most of the time just to aimlessly drive about, especially with petrol costs these days. So you're like, right, I'm going there. You get in to drive there, you know. It's a very assured energy I'm getting off of that Chariot. So I don't know if something just was on pause, which has caused some mistrust or like hurt feelings that something was put on pause. Let's see. Or one person is very sure, right, let's go, and the other person is not. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. Shaking my head at the person coming through in this reading, Aries. I haven't even got into it yet, just from the spread. Alright. What's the bottom of this deck? We have the Knight of Swords, the Magician, 8 of Pentacles, yeah. 9 of Cups, 4 of Cups. So, basically, I feel like there might have been something that came out of the blue, unexpectedly. And it was maybe something that someone had been trying to work towards for some time. Like, they had been making plans, or something was in the pipeline, or something they wanted to materialise, but it hadn't been materialising, and then all of a sudden it was there on their doorstep. And it may have been to do with, you know, their work, as I keep saying, or their like plans for the future, or something they had in the pipeline, or they had been working on some sort of endeavour, and all of a sudden it was like, boom, here's, you know, you're being pushed forward, you've got the green light, this is your time. And as a result, they kind of got what they wanted with the 9 of Cups. They were very content. I'm kind of getting the sense this is this person at like the after party, you know, absolutely hanging there, maybe from too much partying, but it's like, I do get kind of the sense of, I don't know if this person is involved, because I said after party, I don't know if they're involved in film, or TV or something, or like maybe just making content, you know. I can't laugh. I can't believe I just laughed at people who make content when I'm making a YouTube video. What a douchebag I am. But anyway, yeah, but as a result, they get this sense of like, wow, I've done so well. I'm in, you know, I'm where I want to be. I'm really content. But in the process, they kind of pushed away that an Ace of Cups that had previously been kind of on the table. It's like they completely forgot about how much they wanted that. When this other thing came in, suddenly it all became about themselves. Does that make sense? It's like, oh, love? You know, I'm too important for that now, kind of thing. And that changed everything. Whoever they treated like that basically felt like they had no choice but to move on, because there wasn't a path available anymore to kind of build on what seemed like that initial opportunity. There was nothing you couldn't build with this person because it was too one-sided. But as much as that may have been the case, there's definitely some strategy going on here. I just can't put my finger on it because sorry. There's definitely some people had potentially some ulterior motives here. There's certainly some like sneaky around. I don't know if everyone that this person is surrounded by would necessarily want to see them in a relationship, let's just say. It's definitely it feels like, what's that phrase? If this person was playing checkers, then people around them were playing chess. Is that the phrase? I don't know. But it's like they were kind of a pawn in someone's plan. Now that could just be that they were, you know, someone else was kind of using them to benefit themselves, that they were going to actually benefit their career and they thought they were helping them out, that kind of thing. They couldn't really see the fact that maybe they were dealing with, yeah, there you go, okay, sorry, I'm just moving the cards and it's kind of, you know, the blurry image is kind of coming into perspective. It's like this person couldn't really see that maybe they were dealing with some people who were two-faced or didn't necessarily care about them as much as they may have made out. It was more that they may have kind of been appealing to this person's vanity or sense of, you know, kind of just, I mean, that we all experience it sometime, but I feel like this person kind of had smoke blown up their arse, basically, and they just couldn't accept that was what was happening. They thought, oh, these people really care about me. This is like a real, you know, this is important that I do this. This is important that I'm part of this kind of crew, if you like. But in the process, they pushed away an opportunity for the beginning of something in love. So that might just be context, but let's get into it. So how you're feeling about this person, Aries, we have the Four of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Five of Swords. So, it's not great, I'm going to be honest. You may feel like they are too obsessed with money, for a start. That Four of Pentacles energy is like, you know, very, very grabby about every possible penny or cent or, you know, whichever currency. Trying to be global here. But, you know, it's not just being, it's not just being tight, it's just being a bit like, a bit short-sighted is what I'm getting, about what is important. You may also feel like you were left by this person with not very much, or you might feel like this, you know, you don't have enough for this person, funnily enough, like that you're not, you might feel like you're lacking monetarily, like you might feel like you don't earn enough for, for something, but it's more that's how this person made you feel, is what I'm getting, is that you didn't have enough. Whether that's, I don't think that's necessarily the case, because also we have this Hermit and the Five of Swords, and the Hermit is you feel like you've had to seek to find your own truth, and maybe through like spirituality, go on your own journey of knowledge and to find your own wisdom about this situation, because you really couldn't trust the answers you were getting from this person or from the situation. Because with the Five of Swords, for one thing, all the swords are pointing down, so it's like, the truths were not openly being discussed, but also there's a snake winding its way through those swords as well. So you may have even felt like you couldn't have certain conversations with this person, like they were topics that were off limit. Also that words or information were being twisted when you tried to communicate with this person. I do also get the sense you feel like the need to protect yourself from them. I don't know if they've asked to borrow money from you in the past as well. And you just feel like you don't feel very trusting of this person, and it's understandable by the looks of it. And yeah, you feel like you're getting half the information. There's also, you could feel like there's some poison being dripped in their ear potentially, or they're even the ones themselves who are twisting the truth about certain matters, or even that they are avoiding looking at the truth because it would hurt if, maybe their own ego, if they faced up to some sort of truths. Oh, that one, sorry. Let me just see if there's anything else how Aries is feeling about. But, with this Hermit energy, I do like that, because it gives me a sense, Virgo, that you are on the right path in terms of how you're feeling. This is kind of giving me the Four of Pentacles can, it really depends on the context, but, we could say, you're holding back, you're holding on to something that you shouldn't be. It's more, I'm getting like you're protecting yourself, because you feel like this person could lead you down the garden path, and like maybe you don't feel completely secure about your finances. We've all been there again, or are there right now, and you feel like this person might just want to take advantage by selling you, kind of like a snake oil salesman. Yeah, let's see. But you are trying to find the truth out for yourself. You feel like that is necessary because you don't feel like you're going to get the truth from them. The fact that the Hermit is here, it's kind of giving me the sense you are on the right track. Anything else you can tell me about how Aries is feeling about this person? Why the Four of Pentacles? Oops, sorry. I'm just dropping half the deck. But it's like you feel your emotions could lead you to take a risk on this person, but you feel like you're trying to be, to not be impulsive. My darling Aries, I know that must be fighting every bone in your body not to be impulsive, but that you're grounding yourself a little bit, and here, and kind of, okay, why the Four of Pentacles for something else? Why does Aries feel the Four of Pentacles about this? Seriously, half the deck again. Yeah, you know what I was saying about protecting yourself with that, I was saying Four of Wands, and then the Nine of Wands comes out, and Two of Pentacles, but kind of came out half reversed. It's almost like this person is trying to lead you into something that you feel is more for their benefit than for yours. It's not for equal benefit, let's just say. Or that's what they got led into, which is what I was kind of talking about, and you don't want to be a part of it. Five of Wands, Five of Cups has come out, and the Devil is at the bottom of the deck. Wow. It's like you feel like there is, talk about protecting yourself, that you have to protect yourself from this person because they would be leading you into, like, tying you into their own drama. It's going to leave you only, like, exhausted, broke, and upset. And this person has too much toxicity in their surroundings. Like, when I say they've got themselves into, and then the Devil's there, it's like they have, you know, got themselves tied into some, yeah, tied in with some characters, maybe lacking in some sort of moral fibre of some sort, and you just, it's like it would unbalance you to get swept up in their shit. I'm trying to think of another word. And what you want is a future where it's something that you can actually believe in, something reliable, something traditional, something with moral values that would make you more confident for the future, and you're completely lacking that confidence about this person. So how they are feeling about you, Aries, we have the Seven of Wands, the Six of Swords, and the Four of Wands. So there we go, Seven of Wands. They feel like you are in protective mode, and feeling vulnerable. And what they feel like they want to, you know, funnily enough, you feel the Five of Swords about them, they feel the Six of Swords about you. So they want to actually get you guys out of tricky communication being difficult, being stilted, but, you know, being choppy. Move that forward towards maybe commitment, living together, union, being a family. It's funny, they've both got bunnies on this. The Seven of Wands is a lady holding a rabbit. I think it's the only card in this whole deck that has a rabbit on it. And then the Four of Wands is a rabbit family as well. So it's, but if you, in terms of how they're feeling, it's almost like will be you, Aries, and you have something very precious that you are the guardian of as well, potentially. Now, whether that's just your life, your love, you're the guardian of all of that, and it's precious, and it's a precious commodity. And it's like you're holding that or you know, you might have a child yourself that you're responsible for, or a pet, whatever. They want for basically you to go forward with them, and for you to be a family together, and whatever it is that you're currently the guardian of and protecting, they want you to entrust that with them, and for the you know, they feel like you could all be together, and it would be, I was about to say it would be very beneficial for them if that was the case. Don't know why that message keeps coming through. Tell me more about how this person feels about Aries, please. Yeah, they feel like you've got your guard up and you're not totally open to this currently. Why is this person feeling that way about Aries? Why is they're feeling the Seven of Wands about Aries? Right. Why? Huh. So, so they feel like it's going to get confusing, but in their perception is that you feel like what you thought they were was an illusion, and the bubble has now burst for you about this person. That you were looking at an illusion, and they feel that that's why you're now got your guard up, because as far as you're concerned, what happened in the what you thought was in the past that had happened between the two of you, that sweet memories have now gone out the window because you have got a completely different idea of this person. And you're not open to them returning to you now, basically. You're in protective mode, and you feel like you were looking at you were dealing with an illusion when it came to this person before. So now you don't want them back in your life. They want to move things forward. Now, it's just that the Ace of Swords has come out in reverse with the Devil at the bottom of the deck. So, I don't know if this person is a little bit possessive or overbearing or a little bit controlling, and they might use their emotional, declarations of their feelings to control the situation. Why are they feeling the Six of Swords and Four of Wands? Yeah, that's unsurprising. The Lovers when the Magician was at the bottom of the deck. No. I don't know if in the past as well they weren't really making a choice. They weren't making like maybe they had options in the past, and they were still considering other people as well. Aries, maybe people in their friendship group, or people they were hanging out with socially. There was still a question mark over, oh, but maybe something could happen with this person, kind of thing. As a result, they weren't really open or interested to making a solid choice at the time. So yeah, okay. Well, essentially now they feel like they want to move things forward with you and for it to head towards something solid. What happened in the past is the Nine of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the Emperor. And you see how this Nine of Pentacles card, there's 5 hands offering this person a pentacle. So, yeah, and then we have this Page of Cups and the Emperor. So, I feel like in the past, Aries, that's your card as well, Aries the Emperor, but you made your interest known to this person. But I feel like they were also fielding, is that the right word? Interest from other parties. It doesn't have to be 4 other people, but it's definitely at least one other person, maybe a couple of other people were showing them interest as well. And there's just a bit of I think this person has a little bit of how can I put it? Not an ego, that's probably a bit lazy way to describe it. Just a little bit of, they like the I already said this about people, like they were surrounded by people blowing smoke up their arse. So maybe they just like the attention, and they like to feel like there's, you know, a few people fighting over them, or they might get a lot of interest from different suitors quite a lot. And it might just make them feel good to feel like there's several people at the same time vying for their attention. Oh, my throat is killing me. Sorry, one sec. I just don't want no voice tomorrow because I've got to work. What else can you tell me? what happened in the past? There's a bit of stress about also making a choice. Could have been because of they felt they needed to wait before they made a choice. Why? Yeah, Nine of Pentacles again. Oh God. Okay, so it's a bit. It's giving me a little bit of not knowing. What's the phrase? It's like not knowing when your ships have arrived. That's definitely not the phrase, but it's like, you know, the good option was, or options if you like, were right in front of them. Obviously you were a solid option because they now feel like they want to move towards the Four of Wands with you, Aries, but you know, they couldn't see the fact. I mean, even look at this Nine of Pentacles card. Does he look that impressed or that he wants to even consider any of those options that are around his head? No, he's like, ugh, not now. Like, oh, I'm not ready. And then basically, I was like, why did they feel like, oh, you know, there's Nine of Swords and Three of Wands came out. So why did they feel stressed and like they needed to hold off and wait? Nine of Pentacles, they may have felt like they were in like their prime, or, you know, everything was going really well for them and it was all about them and they didn't want to make a choice about their future right now. But I do get the sense, because it was kind of a little bit of an element of maybe something better is going to come along. I'm sorry to say, but that's what's giving me. It's like I am in such a good place. Of course I'm getting a lot of attention. And maybe someone even better is going to give me attention next week. So this is, you know, this is stressful, trying to, like, choosing right now. It anything else? Yeah. Ten of Wands came out. I can look at that, in fact. This shows, like, a person down on the floor there, and then all of these people are, like, staring. You definitely can't see it on this camera. The detail's tiny. But they're, like, staring expectantly at this person, at this you know, radiant, the prodigal son, if you like, with expectation. And I just feel like this person was resisting, essentially, choosing something solid, solidifying something in the past, because they were getting a lot of attention. They felt like they were in the position of power, but also they felt like they didn't want to choose something too soon, maybe when all eyes were on them, is what I just said, and then there's like literally 50 people staring at them in this card. So they were like, let me just wait. A little bit of like FOMO, I guess you would say, or like not wanting to make a choice now because something better could come up in the future, which, I mean, if you have that mentality, that it doesn't matter whether the spotlight's on you or not, you just always can think that if you want, but at some point you've got to face when you've got something good in front of you. But, you know, it is what it is. What is this person's current situation, Aries? We have got the Eight of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Seven of Swords. There you go. So they are focused on their work, working very diligently, I would say, as well. But There's something here about like secrets or plans that they're keeping to themselves. It's like outwardly they look to be. This would be, if this was work, which it's not, it's a love reading. This would be like someone who appears to be working very hard for the company, but secretly they're like stealing the clients, or embezzling funds or something. There's like this. They're keeping some things. They're like. Their activity, which is not necessarily above board, they're keeping to themselves. Now again, that could just be strategy and plan. But I don't know, with that Eight of Pentacles, they're coming across as like a very... good, reliable, putting in the effort kind of thing. So I don't know. I don't know. Tell me more about this person's current situation, please, for Aries. What's this person? Okay. So we've got the Nine of Pentacles again at the bottom of the deck, but what flew out was the Four of Pentacles. I don't know if this person is as successful as they are truly making out. Because the Nine of Pentacles is like, getting the fancy Whole Foods organic delivery. Not even looking at the price of your order total. It's like, yeah, great, fine, deliver it, put it in my fridge for me, thanks. And the Four of Pentacles is like cutting out stamps for the cheapest supermarket available. No judgment about any of this, by the way. It doesn't make you a good person, bad person, where you shop, where you get your food, whatever. I'm just giving you the contrasting energies, and I'm saying there's something about their outward appearance that they're working on to, for everyone to look at. But this is almost a little bit of like, I said embezzlement, but like stealing from where they're working. Doesn't have to be literally stealing the silver, but like working against whatever is putting them in the actual spotlight. It's very strange. Tell me more. So weird. I'm so curious. That's what they're hiding, is the fact that so the Seven of Wands came out. They have got themselves tied into something which is they're really regretting. It's almost like they went into something thinking it was... this would be like if someone signed a contract thinking, oh, it's great, they're going to pay me so much money. And then a couple of years in, they're like, okay, I want to leave, I want to go do something else. And they're like, no, buddy, you signed the contract, you're here for the next 20 years. Oh, you now want to move on and go somewhere else and get something better. No, sorry, you signed the contract, remember? It's weird. What is this Seven of Swords, though? What's the Seven of Swords in their situation? The Elemental of Cups has come out, and the Justice card is at the bottom of the deck, which is literally someone pointing at a contract, legal contract. Yeah, okay. I was like, why is the Elemental of Cups here as like some sort of deception? Ten of Wands. This person can't actually handle the burden of everything that they've got themselves into on their own. And they're making plans of how they can strategize so they can continue looking like everything's gravy and everything's going really well and all the decisions they made were good ones, but it's not the case. What do they wish would happen in the connection between you and them, Aries? We have the Six of Cups, the Seven of Swords, again, and the Ace of Pentacles. So what they want is to get you to reminisce with them, to get sentimental with them, think back to the times when your emotions were fluttering about this person, when you had butterflies in your stomach about them, to make you feel all of that again. Oh god, I'm not saying a word for the rest of the night after this reading. They want to for you to feel all those feelings again, as you may have done it like at the beginning. And they want to very sweetly, meekly offer you another chance. Let's have a new beginning with me. I don't think you ever got into anything with this person before. I think it was right at the start, and then they went MIA and put this on pause because it was all about them, and maybe suddenly they were in the spotlight and they had other options, or maybe something better is going to come along. So now they want to, let's go back, please, to when the opportunity for this new beginning was on the table, Aries. But with that Seven of Swords, obviously I have to clarify, because that's telling me that they are doing all of this with a level of dishonesty. So that's what they want to happen. It's not actually the position of the action they're going to take, is what they would like to do is to do all of that I just described, with a level of dishonesty. So I'll just throw the cards around. What's the Seven of Swords about? I get the other two, but what's the Seven of Swords? And what this person wishes would happen with Aries? The High Priestess, are you kidding? Very much, listen, the High Priestess was just here with the Seven of Swords. And now I'm clarifying the Seven of Swords, and the High Priestess comes out. Crazy. What's the secret? Can't make it up. 10 of Wands. It's just the same thing that just came out a second ago. And I said because they're so heavily burdened by what they've got themselves tied into. They don't want you to know that, though. But how do they think Aries is going to help them with their burden? It hasn't really told me. It's just said the moon, there's so much pressure that they're feeling, that they're keeping under the surface, it might just be that they would like to have this new beginning with you without actually owning up to the fact that they feel all of that, like this heaviness inside them. And they feel like you, Aries, would just make everything better. The Sun on top of the Nine of Swords. How? Why do they think Aries would do that, though, is what I'm trying to get to. Seven of Pentacles is here, and this Seven of Pentacles is like this person invested in the wrong things. They have buggered themselves, basically, because it's like they took their life savings and invested it in a building, for example, that was built on foundations of sand, and then Justice is here. I feel like they feel like you, in the nicest way, if I'm going to be generous to this person, they think you're going to make it all right because you are level-headed. You know when to invest in something, you know when not to, you know when something is is a turkey, I think is the phrase, and when to trust something, when it's worth investing in, when it's not, and you will help balance that out with them. That would be the nicest way I could put this. In a less generous way, they feel like you will be able to lift the weight off of them by bringing balance to their life where they've got themselves into a hole. You're going to get them out of it for them. What is the block or the challenge to this connection moving forward? We have the Five of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, I just noticed the Five of Cups here twice. Sorry, I didn't even see that. Five of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, and the Five of Cups from a different deck. That's the block or the challenge to this connection moving forward. Well, what can I say? I mean, 2 Five of Cups. The challenge is here is that this potentially this person here, I would say, is this one with head in their hands. Also, they have a snake tied around their throat, and a snake which is like weaving its way on the table, knocking over several of the cups. You see that? So the challenge here is this person is, and I keep mentioning it, that they got themselves tied in, like that you feel like they were listening to potentially to people who were snakes in their environment. But they are gutted because not only do they have those treacherous people in their environment, but also they have one wrapped around their neck, so they feel very tied and bound by that situation. And I feel like this would be you, Aries, this Five of Cups, which is just more just feeling hurt and sorrowful, really let down by this person, and also like your energy has been drained out as well. So I guess the challenge here would be, how do we turn around all of that? With that Wheel of Fortune, it's like, I mean, it would literally have to go from night to day, because both of you are in really wretched places about this connection now, but for different reasons. It could be with the Wheel of Fortune being a challenge here. It could also just be that a little bit of, you could say, fate has conspired in such a way, and in such a, like, the way the timing of events played out, that to put the two of you apart. Just bear in mind, the universe always has our best interests. The universe always has our best interests at heart. Like, always keep the faith in that. So if the universe, there were certain fated things that have put the two of you apart and into despair about this connection for different reasons, it may well have been for your highest good. But let's see. I know that's not what we always want to hear. But tell me more about what the challenge here to the connection moving forward. What is the block or the challenge? Three of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Temperance, the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I mean, again, Three of Swords, more head in hands, crying, sorrow, a lot of hurt that's already happened, and what is required. The challenge would be to actually allow that to change and heal. But again, Seven of Swords, there's still that level of deception. The Ten of Pentacles, I don't know if there's family that are also a factor here, or inheritance, or even something that has been passed down, which doesn't necessarily mean like an inheritance, but maybe someone took over a family business, for example. But tell me more. Why the Ten of Pentacles, actually? Thank you. I wondered if it was that. Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. I mean, that's just kind of telling me that the challenge here is that someone was viewing this as like, this could be my happily ever after, and like marriage long term, and maybe at some point it was looking like I don't know, kind of still got that it was a very early days connection with this person. But if someone was imagining all that, maybe it's just like there was such like an idealistic attachment to this connection that's been shattered, and it might be difficult for someone to move past the fact that, you know, someone is not the ideal person that they were imagining, you know, at the altar or for the rest of their life as the one kind of thing. But ooh. Also, there's definitely a concern here about if this person is approaching you because of finances, Aries, because at the bottom of the deck we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, but then the Five of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. This is like, you might feel like you need to protect your money and your stability from them as well. But yeah, in terms of the challenges, is that you're both gutted because and it's like, it would, I feel like there would need to be some sort of divine intervention to actually move you both past the situations that you find yourself in. The action that this person's most likely going to take towards you next, Aries, we have the Ace of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. So, listen. If that Five of Swords wasn't there, it'd be a very different story. But remember that you feel the Five of Swords about them, and that you feel like you have to fill in the blanks and go on your own journey of finding out what the hell is going on, because you're only getting half the story from this person, and then that is literally the action they're going to take towards you next. It's like, again, you know, bearing in mind what they want to happen with you is ideally, oh yeah, let's have that Ace of Pentacles. Oh, so sweet, little mouse handing an Ace of Pentacles. But there's some deception attached to it. But I'd really rather, what this person wants is to be able to get away with that. And the Five of Swords is, for me, it's like a minor Seven of Swords. It can still talk about like lies, but like lie of omission, like leaving details out. You know, oh, I didn't lie, I just didn't mention it, or you just didn't ask about that particular thing, but you didn't technically know about, so how would you know to ask? You know, it's like it's an element of trickery, and it's like a redacted statement, if you like, of fact, and yeah, it's strategic. Even this Ace of Cups, I don't know about this particular Greek god yet. I'll have to learn more about that before I even try talking about him. But I've just realised that either you can't see his eyes or he doesn't have eyes. And it's like there's an offer here of their action is to try and instigate a new beginning in love with you, especially with that Page of Pentacles. They're coming towards you very sweet, very maybe in a friendly way, trying to get through to you as well. Maybe even with a gift or some sort of offer, some token to show that they're serious about this. That even if they might go and do something for you, like an act of service, which is a little bit, it seems like, oh wow, I can't believe you did that for me. That's quite tricky. That took a lot of effort, you know, to show your token of affection. But there's a little bit of like a hollowness in this Ace of Cups. There's like, it's like they're saying all the right things, but something is missing. Use this one. What the hell am I getting here? What is this Ace of... Why am I getting that from the Ace of Cups? Four of Cups. The Star and the Empress both came out in reverse, and the Ten of Wands is here. Okay. I mean, the Empress and the Star both in reverse would be like, for example, if they are approaching you and you're resonating as... What? So at the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Wands and the Emperor underneath it. Holy crap. And then I knew the aces weren't done. Underneath the Wheel of Fortune is the Ace of Pentacles as well. Sorry, so Ace of Wands, Emperor, Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Pentacles. And I'm just asked to clarify the Ace of Cups. So, Ace of Wands and Ace of Pentacles again. You know what's really weird is look, I'm going to say two things about the fact the Empress and the Star have come out in reverse about this Ace of Cups. It could be that they feel like they need to really lay it on thick, even if the what they're offering is actually hollow, but it would be like, you know, instead of something meaningful and just but it's full of love, deep from the soul, it's like a very big gesture that is hollow. Why don't I just get like the Trojan horse in my head? And if they're doing that, it's because they fear that if they do it any smaller, you're not gonna take the bait or take the offer from them. They're not going to accept that Ace of Cups, and they're going to be stuck shouldering all this burden on their own, and you're not going to, you know, it's going to be a complete loss of hope for them, because they'll have lost out who they consider to be like their partner. But I'm also getting something weird where they're trying to make some sort of offer to you in such a way that they're like, there's like a phrase, I know I'm going to sound like a teenager saying it, like pathetic, but of like negging someone. I think if you just Google it, it might be less cringe to me trying to explain it, but it's like they are almost, this offer is, this Five of Swords could actually, it might not even be like a mission, it might be actually a little bit manipulative, or like it's almost like someone saying, I want to have a new beginning with you and you're so lucky. Because remember, the Emperor is at the bottom of the deck underneath the Ace of Wands, obviously in the upright, but the Empress came out in reverse, and it's like it's like they are acting with this new beginning as if so many other people want them, but they will do you the favour of offering the Ace of Cups to you. Aren't you so lucky? It's like they're trying to bring you down a peg, like undermine your sense of, like the Star and the Empress upright would be like the most kind of the most incredible, like up on a pedestal, walks into a room, male, female, doesn't matter, everyone's like, oh my giddy aunt, what a babe, male or female, like incredible. But them coming out in reverse with the Four of Cups, with the connected to this weird Ace of Cups, is like, yeah, I'll have a new beginning in love with you. Aren't you so lucky? Because really nobody else would want you. But don't worry, you can have me. Aren't you so lucky? That's what I'm getting. And that is utter horse shit. And they can shove it up their arse if they are coming towards you like that, Aries. I don't think you're going to settle for that if they do approach it like that. But yeah, I'm not getting a good vibe from, if you can't tell from the offer they're in terms of how they're going to be making it to you. Either it's going to be full of redacted information, or they're coming towards you in such a way to make you feel like, aren't you so lucky that they're giving you another chance? Fuck that. And frankly, what's going to be happening going forward in the next few weeks, the next month from when you come across this reading, Aries, bearing in mind there's no actual time in tarot, so that could be slightly different for everyone. We have the Page of Swords, the Moon, and the Three of Wands. Now, the Moon in this deck that's come out with is kind of lit up because everything in that deck is. But at the end of the day, I urge you... Sorry. Oh, let me try and get through it. I urge you to look at this Page of Swords card where the guy is almost completely in the dark, searching for the truth, and that is what I got for you, for how you feel, what is already necessary with this person, with you coming through as this hermit energy of searching for the real answers. Now, in terms of what's going to be happening, it's like you're you're still in the dark with what is the reality with this person, in terms of what they're telling you. They are not telling you the full story. They've got 7 of Swords, 5 of Swords all over their energy, and at the same time, it's like there's being plans being made for the future with the 3 of Wands. There's, you know, it's giving me like puppet on a string kind of vibes, that they are going to be attempting to orchestrate what's happening going forward between the 2 of you, but everything is shrouded in mystery, I guess would be a nice way of putting it. Let's use this one to finish off. Anything else you can tell me about this? What's going to be happening for Aries? It's a shame because I know that I can kind of see that you're both in the 5 of Cups about each other and about... But at the end of the day, I wouldn't trust this person as far as I could throw them, Aries. And I can't throw very far. What came out is the 7 of Pentacles, the 4 of Cups, and the 9 of Cups. Didn't we see the 4 of Cups and the 9 of Cups? And I was talking about this person at like an after party of like a wrapped set or something, and like different deck, exactly the same 2 cards next to each other. The 7 of Pentacles. It's almost like it's urging you. Maybe you will be, you know, thinking about this as well with this Page of Swords. Like, even if you don't have the full story, what I'm getting is that you're considering whether this is worthwhile anymore, to even put any more effort or attention into, because as much as it's good when they are treating you like this, but then there are times when they treat you like this, and it's like, is it worthwhile in the long run? And also, you know, it's also thinking about, I don't know, it's just like, this person is very self-centered energy, or they're in a very self-centered energy. It's all about when they want to treat you like you're their wish fulfillment, they do. And then when they want to treat you like you're stale bread, they do, you know? And that is so inconsistent. So, it's such an emotional roller coaster. It's so not fair to you. No wonder you feel like you can barely trust a word that comes out of their mouth, and you feel very vulnerable because, yeah. So anything else about what's going to be happening for Aries and this person? Yeah. 4 of Pentacles, there's me talking about you feeling vulnerable because of them. 4 of Pentacles with the Queen of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Good for you. 5 of Pentacles underneath that is the 5 of Wands. Fuck this. Sorry. Yeah, I think you've already got their number, to be honest, Aries. And I think they do make you feel vulnerable and not safe. Basically, you don't feel safe with this person and with trying to imagine a future with this person, because when I say safe, I don't mean like you're physically in danger. I mean like your emotions aren't safe, your heart isn't safe. You know, I was talking about you are the guardian of something very precious, even if it could be you have children or pets to think of, but it could just be you. You are precious. You're a precious commodity, Aries, and you do need to make sure that your preciousness is with someone who will protect it and look after it and do right by you. But I do not see that about this person at all. They're out for themselves. And I feel like what's going to be happening with you feeling like you're still in the dark, you don't know what the future even looks like, you may feel like you're a puppet on the string for this person, I feel that's going to lead to you being like, you know what, no. Full on sticking in protective mode, keeping your boundaries with that Queen of Swords, and leaving this person really to fend for themselves. And I feel like they've got themselves as well into a sticky situation that they are not being honest about. So that's what I've got for you this time, Aries. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Sorry about my voice, and thank you so much for watching and for all your support. Please do hit the like button if you haven't already, and if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, I'd love to have you as a subscriber. I would recommend hitting the notification bell. I will not spam you with notifications, but at least then you will know anytime I put up a new video. And if it did resonate, leave me a comment and let me know. I'd love to hear that. And thank you again. I wish you all my best. Speak soon. Bye.